I'll share this file to anyone. Okay, hi everybody. Terry and Money joined our meeting today. Present a palm in your hand. So app for accessing all the data, and I think we've done certain part a few weeks ago, and then this is kind of follow-up session. Okay.
Yeah,
Go
this
ahead
one's
and...
for net sheets, for buyer and seller net sheets.
Okay.
And then I'll show the premium part, which costs like $1 a month. So it's super beneficial to a lot of people.
Mm-hmm. Okay, you can share a screen now. Okay.
Perfect. Okay, so can you see my screen?
Not yet.
Not yet. Let's see. Oh.
There you go.
Okay. Okay, so basically this is the same thing that the app will have, but I'm doing it on a computer, and you can do it either way. So the first thing on the app, you're going to have buyer, seller, calculators, estimates, and then I need to get this down. And then you're going to have the premium portion. So, but these are all at the bottom of the app. So this is to create net sheets for buyers.
Okay,
so
the website, I mean, the app name is Fidelity Agent, right?
Fidelity Agent 1. Yes.
Agent 1.
Yes, and if anyone doesn't have it, I think you have the link, but they're welcome to put that in the chat or text me. And I'll put let me put my phone number in the chat here. And tell me what kind of phone you have. Oops. Okay, there you go. So that's, yeah, so that's my phone number.
If anyone can download the app, type in, you can do it now, Fidelity Agent. 1 is number 1 or O-N-E?
O-N-E.
O-N-E, okay.
Yeah, just like up here.
Go app and download it. You can play a little
yeah.
bit. Okay, go ahead.
And then you can just follow along if you have it. So the first thing we're going to want to put in is an address. Let's see. I should always have an address ready to go. Let me think. I don't live in a house, so otherwise I would just use my address. Does anyone want to put one in, or just tell me an address and I'll put it in?
104 Clear Brook, tours Clear Brook Court.
Is that in South Lake?
Yes, yes.
Okay. So this would be if you're showing buyers, and then it'll come up with your estimated annual property tax. So you just click done on that. And then you're going to tell it what loan type. So if they're doing conventional, FHA, VA, cash, we're going to keep it at conventional for now. And then we're going to put in a home price. We're going to do 800,000. We'll do 800 for now. And we can change, you know, pretty much everything. So we can change the down payment to 20%. It does populate an interest rate, but if you know what their interest rate is, go ahead and put it in there. And then you have miscellaneous. So you can check on the gears for almost any property. So let's say that they've agreed to pay for the survey. So you can put the survey in here, and I'm just going to say $600 just for ease of doing that. And then you can add additional fields. There are some drop downs. So let's say that they have an HOA transfer fee. And we're going to put just 500 in that. So you can add as many closing costs as you know that they're going to need. Does that all make sense?
Yes.
Okay. And then here you would put subtract from closing costs. So for example, if you had decided to give them a $500 rebate, you could put that in here to subtract from it. And I'm just going to click done. And then we're going to say there's a monthly HOA dues of $250. It does the closing date of today. So you're going to want to click on the calendar and change that to whatever your closing date is. Don't pick a Sunday like I almost did. And we're going to compute. So it's saying estimated property tax suggested, 2022 recorded tax. We're just going to click done on that. And now we're going to compute again. Let's see, let's make sure I clicked everything. And then it brings up this graphic. So it shows what their monthly payment would be, including principal and interest, taxes and insurance, and their HOA amount. And then it has how much they're going to need to bring to close. So that's at 20% plus their prepaids. And you can look at detailed closing costs here. So it'll have a breakdown of the closing costs. And it includes the endorsements, origination fee, things like that. Sorry. And then if you have the app, you can actually shake it if you want to do additional. So like, let's say, oh, they don't want to do 20% down, they want to do 10% down. So you could just shake the phone and change it. And that way they have comparisons. You can change and add loan details, things like that. You can also share it. So you can just share this with your buyer via the app, or if you want to do it on the website like this, you can share it with them like that. So I'll just show you how to do that real quick. And then it'll have all this information. You can either email it, download it, print it. I don't know why you would want to share it on social media. And you can save it. So it has a lot of options. Do we have any questions about the buyer portion?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it's pretty self-explanatory. And now we're going to do a seller portion. And again, we're going to add an address, and I should have memorized it.
104.
104?
104 Clearbrook. There you go.
Okay. So this would be if you have a seller. Again, it's going to show estimated property taxes. So if you have offers for the seller, you can, again, do multiples. I'm going to put FHA in here just so you can see something. And we're going to say our sales price is 800,000 again. And then here you can change the broker fee. So if you're a seller and you're, let's say, I like to do this. Let's say you're going to give the listing agent 4% instead of 3%. Yeah, you like that, don't you? I do. So, and then we can say that this is just for this estimate only, or for all future estimates. So that's just to show you, you can change it. Or you can, if you have a set fee for them, you can click on dollar amount and just put the set fee in there.
Mm-hmm.
And then So let's say you have someone who is saying, no, we're gonna offer we want $5,000 for repairs. We can put that in. Additional miscellaneous. They're doing a home warranty and they have a pool. So we're gonna do 1,025. And you can put in anything you want. So you can add your own field, but this just kind of gives you a little idea of, okay, we're gonna have a transfer fee of $500. But again, you can add anything in here and you could subtract anything in here. And we're gonna say done. And we're gonna compute this. So you can see this is super easy to do. You can do it right there with the seller. Or you can, if you have multiple offers, you can look at that. You can also do this as an estimate for them before you have an offer and just say, this is what we're looking at. So it'll show in here the sales price, the balance. There is a place to put in the seller loan balance here. So let's say their loan balance is $450,000. We'll just recompute that. And now it's showing that they're going to net 276,699. 699. Yeah. So, but let's say this is pre-listing and they tell you, yeah, but we want to get 300,000. Like, do you ever have a seller who says, I have to get this much money in order for me to close? Yes.
Yes.
So that's where you can click edit on here. And we're going to say that they've said we have to get 300,000. We're going to click done. And on the app, it's really hard to see this. The little edit, it's very quiet. So net it closed 300,000. So that means their sales price with these closing costs has to be 825,197.93. So that can give you an estimate of their sales price that they need in order to get this amount at closing. Do you see that that would be helpful?
Yeah.
That's very, very helpful.
Yeah. So don't forget this little edit button, which again is super hard to see on the app, but you can click it and do it right in the app. And again, you can shake your phone to do additional offers. And we can do multiple offers up here. And we just add a new offer.
Oh, that's good.
So we would just do the same thing. So let's say this offer price is 815,000. But they're only doing 10% down. You can add the buyer agent name here if you want. The buyer's broker fee, the option fee. Let's say these people really want the house. So we're going to do a $15,000 option for 5 days. So you kind of get the point, right? You can add additional details like this. And again, you can just shake your phone if you're doing it right on your phone. So that's for the buyer seller net sheets. It will save you a ton of time. And again, you can do it right there with your buyer or right there with your seller. Or you can be prepared.
What's the holding cost?
The holding costs show pricing your home to sell can save you money over the long run. And it looks, so it's how much is it going to cost you if your house is, this is actually really good. If they want to price their house too high, you can show them, okay, well, this is what it's going to cost you to have your house on the market for 30 days. This is how much it's going to cost you to have it on the market for 60 days, then 90 days, and 120 days. So this is really beneficial if you have someone who, like I said, who kind of wants to overprice because they think, well, you know, everything's selling super fast. It might not be beneficial for them to overprice their house.
Mm. Okay.
So then just moving side to side on the app and on the website, calculators are next. So we have a lot of different calculators in here. You might have somebody who says, well, I've got an offer from, you know, one of the places that gives you an offer for your house, like Redfin or Open Door or one of those. You can actually do an iBuyer comparison. So let's say their loan balance is 500,000. And then it has offer price will be 94% of market price. The service fee it's showing is 7.1%. And more than likely, they're going to require at least 3.5% in repairs. Let's see. Market price. And then we can click compare. And they can see the difference right here. So if they use a realtor, their final net is 232,000. If they go with the iBuyer option, it's likely going to be 156,000. So, you know, you can ask them, you know, is that amount worth your time of not having to show any, you know, to not have to show the house? It's probably not, but they aren't really looking at that. So their net gain is 75,000 to use a realtor versus using an iBuyer or one of the. Does that make sense to everybody?
Yes, yes. Can you go back and click flip calculator? What is that flip calculator working?
Absolutely. That's a new one. So I haven't looked at this one yet, but let's check it out. So purchase information. We're going to go ahead and just put the same address in here. Oh, tell me your street again. I should have written this down.
Clearbrook. Yep.
Okay. And we're going to say this is cash, right?
Okay.
And our closing date is 2 weeks. Okay, so how much are you estimating for your rehab costs? Let's say 60,000. Let's say the whole kitchen and bathroom needs to be done. You can also itemize them. So you can either just put in a total or you can itemize. So kitchen, let's say 25,000. And carpet.
Okay, that's it.
Okay, so
50,000.
yeah, so yeah, I just did things to equal 50,000. And then your project end date, so your
End of the month.
closing, That gives you 2 weeks. It's probably not going to be 2 weeks, so let's give you about a month.
Okay.
Let's see.
What's that's a target selling price?
Yes, so like if it's a flip. So let's say
Oh.
you want to do 900.
Mhm.
Let's say you're going to do $1 million. So
Okay.
you're thinking, okay, once we rehab this $800,000 house, we're going to be able to sell it for $1 million.
So I want to see what other expenses get, like interest, tax, and
So we have taxes and
oh,
insurance,
there you
but
go.
because we did cash, there's no interest, but that would show up on here as well.
Mhm.
If you have your HOA at 250, you can put in what your utilities are going to
That's
be.
good.
Let's say they're 790.
Okay.
And if you have any additional monthly expenses.
Okay. So they're showing the profit. What's the outcome? 66,000. Okay.
Yeah.
That's great. Awesome.
Yeah. So do you have a $800,000 house you'd like to buy that you can flip for $1 million? We could close you on that. So yeah, so it has additional information here. Again, you can even do multiples. Just shake your phone, and again, you can share it or print it.
Can you click a buyer closing cost 1,085 in
Oh,
that
yeah.
section? Yeah. And
Yep.
holding cost too.
So
Escrow fee.
this has a $400 escrow fee built in. More than likely, it's going to be about 500. Most places have upped their escrow fee. I've been trying to get this changed. So once that gets changed, it'll populate into your app. And then it has recording fees, the HOA, additional escrow fee, and the notary fee.
Okay.
So it adds a few things in there automatically. So if you're closing in the office and you don't need a notary fee, you can just deduct that. And you can click edit buyer closing costs. Like you could have, you can say the seller's paying for all the escrow fee or the buyer's paying for all of it. You can say the buyer's paying for the owner's title policy. Any additional fees, you can change those as well. So then it just recalculated based on the changes I made.
And holding cost.
So then it shows how much it's going to cost you per month to hold on to this.
Okay.
So you've got your taxes, insurance, HOA, utilities, and any other that you want to add.
So holding cost is per month, right?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So every month that you're not getting it sold, it's costing you $29.60.
I needed
and you can even
that.
so you could save this. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to talk over you.
No, go ahead.
You can save this, and then as you get additional rehab quotes, you can just change them.
Okay.
Are you all good with that one?
Yes, I needed it like long
Last
time
week?
ago. Yeah.
I know, but there's so much that I've given you, and sometimes it just takes a while to get everything worked out.
But this is new, yeah, new buy
The
down.
flip calculator is new.
Okay.
Yeah. And then, you know, there's a lot of in here, you can just work through them and see what works for you. You can even do, like, you might have a buyer who says, well, what happens if I make an extra payment every month? You could calculate that out and give them additional details on that. But sometimes they just have questions and you might have answers within the app. Like, can I afford this house? You can do a monthly availability.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. So there are a lot of options here that you can do. And then estimates. There's a flip calculator. So this is showing our recent estimates that we did.
Mhm.
So you can see that you can just, you know, click them and open them.
Mhm.
And then we have our premium tab. Again, it costs $1 because we can't just give it to you. This is showing the June monthly marketing package. Every month, they send a new marketing package out with new things. Like this has a then versus now comparison calculator. Here's an understanding your equity calculator. So these all came out in June. They will be uploading some July ones soon if they haven't already. Get rid of this. There we go. So these have, and these are all in your premium. When you purchase the premium option, it's like $1 a month or $10 a year. And then you get all these infographics that you can use. I like using infographics as a basis for a reel. If any of you are doing reels, or just a conversation. So here's now could be the perfect time. You can also use these if you have buyer leads and they're on the fence and they haven't jumped into anything, you can use these as marketing collateral to just send them a piece now and then.
Mhm.
So this will have, we're not going to add an address to this one, but it has today's price is $580. Actually, I think it's holding on to some of our things.
Clearbrook.
Yeah, I've got it. This one's a little tricky. It's hard to find the sidebar on these. This has the purchase date, down payment. Let's see what else I need on here.
Price. Today's price.
Yeah, so we're going to change that to 800. Normally it recalculates this, so I'm going to change this to 750.
Mhm.
Okay, I'm still missing a piece. Your options. Anyone see a piece that I'm missing?
Well, the last line, 10%. Okay, that's done. And purchase date is have to have a future date, I guess.
Oh, I guess it just wasn't, I expected it to be blue like the rest.
Oh,
So original purchase price 750,000. This has equity. So example of equity purchase in the last 5 years. So you probably would put the original purchase price a lot less than this one.
mhm.
So this one is for tapping into your equity.
Right.
So you know, if they bought it 5 years ago for 450, you would calculate that. I'm sorry that I did that incorrectly. But once you do it, you'll go, hey, I didn't do that right. So we can just change it. Let's say their original price was 400. You're going to list it at 800. And their original purchase date was in 2018.
So this shit goes with this newsletter and the data
Yes.
sheet altogether. It's totally worth it. You know, $10 a year. This is
No
premium,
kidding.
right?
And this
Okay.
is just one piece that I showed you.
All right.
You can share it. So you could share it on your Facebook. You can schedule it on Facebook. You can download the PDF. You can email it to someone. You can download the image. You can share it to TikTok. So there are a lot of options for sharing this.
Mhm.
So when we share with this one, this is not just a PDF, this is an interactive.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
that's
And I'll
awesome.
show you, and then you know, you can click on like Instagram story and it'll change the graphics to be more for Instagram.
Mhm.
So
So
all you need
here's
to do
like,
is just pick the subject, like a targeting, you know, category, and it's goes to the buyer, or you can send it to the seller, and all kinds of stuff. Okay.
right, right. So this is the one I thought we were on, like, should I wait to buy? So this
Mm.
year's price is 500,000. The interest rate is 6.125.
Mm.
Next year, likely it'll be 525. You can put what you actually think. We all know we don't have crystal balls, but we do look, you know, we know what the market's doing as realtors. And of course,
BPO?
you have to guess. What'd you say?
Put our BPO number, like our opinion, next year price, or how do you
Exactly.
forecast? Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So you would do your broker opinion.
Okay.
And you can do what the loan type is.
Mhm.
See, now it's blue. I don't know why the other one wasn't blue.
I have a question. The next, the interest rate for the next year is gonna be given to us, or we have to like,
You're just kind of guesstimating based
Yeah.
on what the projections are.
uh,
Okay.
it's not gonna be
Yeah.
given, so we have.
It's not likely going to go down to 3% again.
Hmm.
So
And
make
it could
this
even go
report.
up. So you could use a couple examples. So you
Mhm.
could do one with the interest rate at 5.125, and you could do one at if the interest rate doesn't change at all.
Okay.
And then it also has suggested caption and hashtags. So you
Mm.
can just copy this and you can just click copy caption and share it. And you can again just share. I don't think I have my Instagram in here, or it would show that.
So there's no answer to it. You should not wait. This the end of the,
Exactly.
there's no,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. Like, why wait?
No, we have to prove that you should not wait. You have to buy right now. So
That's right. And there are a few options in the, let's go back to infographics. Okay. So there's more like then versus now, how the housing inventory is measured. So there's a lot of things. Here's a should you wait to buy? And you can again just fill in and do the different ones. So there are a lot of choices here. So this one's if you wait a year, your loan amount's going to be 444. This one has a 4.5% interest. We don't know that the rates are going to go down to 4.5. I mean, just what I've seen, I would doubt it. You might do interest rates the same across the board. And if you wait a year and the interest rate doesn't come down, you're going to pay more.
Hmm.
And I'll show you, like, if we just change it to the same. If you buy now, your monthly payment's $4,103. If you wait a year at the same interest rate, it's going to be $4,308. And then you could do buy now and refi if you change this and it has that information. So there is a lot of information here, and I only showed you 2 of the infographics. You can do these, again, you can do it as a reel where you're talking about it. You can put it as a green screen behind you and point at things, or just talk about it. I see like 5 or 6 different ways to use one piece. You know, emailing it to those buyers who are on the fence, sending it as a text, or just calling and using it as a touch point with them as you're talking to them. And then, of course, so then we have the swipeable infographics. And these are very similar. We're going to do this one. And let's see. This is, the house price is 500,000 now. In 2022, it would have been 600,000 because they would have offered 100,000 over. Let's say we're still, you know, we're still offering a little over, but not the crazy over that we were. And we can compute this. And then, so it has your suggested captions, but this is swipeable. So your second page would be this. And then your third page would be this. Does that make sense?
This is just too much information.
Well, I am always here for you. So,
It's like, yeah.
I'm sorry?
It's genius. Like whoever make this one, it's like, yeah, it's so impressive.
Absolutely. And then we've got filters like Snapchat filters. So you can use your app, and like here are some 4th of July ones, but maybe you have an open house and you're at the house and you just open the app, you put the listing price in there, and you take a picture of the house and you just post it.
That's great.
This is so awesome.
Here's like, let's say you guys are doing something together. Someone could take a picture of the Zoom call and call it Teamwork Makes the Dream Work. And it would have that. I want to show you another thing. So if you're doing, I'm sorry, I'm jumping back to the buyer thing. But up here on options, let's see. Okay, it's not there. Okay, we're going to go to the profile. So you can click on your profile up here, and you can do account settings. And you could change this to Korean. If you,
Oh.
I know, aren't you guys so happy?
I was thinking that it's gonna be too hard for Korean client.
Damn.
So you could
Very
just change
cool.
it to Korean. So I just changed it. So now when I go to my estimates, let's see what it says here, if it changed it. Okay, so it's not going to retroactively change, so you have to do it before you create the estimate. So these are the saved ones. Let's see.
Harry, I think you have to come to our meeting every week.
Oh, you think? I would be happy to come every other week. I'm going to show you one more thing on the premium. So we've got the filters. And then we have personalized videos. So these kind of go along with the infographics. So is now a good time to buy. It has your suggested captions.
Are we in filters? Harry, where are we right now?
Can you see it?
Yeah, we can see, but what is the name of the tab?
This is still the same app. It's in the premium tab.
Mm.
So those are videos that we can be able to put it in our social media, right?
Just share this
Oh,
video.
wow. Okay.
So it would,
That is pretty cool.
Mm.
Is there any one of you can upload this one of these video on your Instagram and Facebook? Hisu, can you do it
Yep.
today? Or Min, can you do it?
This
make
is
sure you change your profile so you have your photo in there.
Yeah.
Okay, I just uploaded the app. So I gotta play around though before I actually put it on my Insta.
Who was that who said that? Sorry.
Hisu. Hey Terry.
Oh, okay. Hi there.
Hey, I'll probably text you later after this meeting, okay?
Yeah, I'd be happy to meet up with you. We're supposed to anyway.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I know it was the holidays and stuff. So
Yeah, I know.
these
I'll
are
talk to
all
you.
the videos that are in here. Some are older, so you might not want to, like here's one on the appraisal gap. It might just be information for them. And then I want to show you one more thing, and then I will let you guys go, but they have lead gen calculators.
Wow. You're kidding.
So these are all for that $1. So just pay the premium.
Mm.
I don't
Okay.
get any money out of it. I just can't give it to you. So let's just click on one of these lead gen calculators. So again, it's going to have your suggested caption and hashtags. You can change these. You can add, MRG real estate, whatever you want to do. So it has this, and then try it out. So there's a try it out button. So let's say their loan balance is 500,000. What's this one? Maybe this one's an extra payment. Oh, this one's an extra payment. So they're gonna pay an extra $1,000. Let's go. And it shows that they would gain an additional $100,000 in equity. And then want to know how you can save by making extra payment? I don't know that I would use this one necessarily, but then when they click yes, they put their name and email in here and it goes to you. So, you know, this would have your name in it. So this one is an additional monthly payment. This is how much can I afford? So you might be able to afford more than you think. And then again, they would say, yes, I want more information, and it would go to you. So these are also lead generating calculators. That's why they're called lead gen calculators. And then if you have some that you can just favorite things, and then that would go in your favorites spot. So you would just add it with a little heart. Okay, how was that?
Fantastic,
Awesome.
fantastic.
Awesome. Yeah.
You guys should spend some time, play a little bit, at least for a week, and we come back with more questions. If you can, Terry, can we do like in 2 weeks again? Just follow up, questions. Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. And of course, I'm happy to meet with anybody. I'm in the South Lake, Flower Mound, Frisco, McKinney areas all the time.
Okay.
So I'm happy to meet with anybody and do a one-on-one and
Mm.
just, help them with more, just to see some of the features. I know it, like I go through this pretty fast, but I tried to go through it systematically.
Mm.
But I know even that you forget that this is on your phone.
Okay.
So when you guys call Sean on a Saturday and say, hey, can you do a net sheet for me? He's going to say, you have the app, you can do it yourself. Right, Sean?
Okay.
So
Marnie, which office you're at? Frisco?
So I'm over I'm an admin, so we're in Grapevine.
You're in Grapevine. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Thank you for letting me attend.
Right.
So Min, I'm just checking that Min is the only one who wanted CE credit for this.
Me too, Hisu.
Isu, you want CE credit?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I need that.
Okay. So I think the easiest way is for you to just text me to my phone
Okay.
number and
I'll do
text
that.
me your license number. And then I have either Venmo or Zelle, and you
Got
can
it.
just tell me which way is your preferred way, and you can just send me $10. And then
Alrighty.
we'll get that turned in probably tomorrow, maybe the next day.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Terry.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Hey, Terry, thank you for joining our meeting today. And I'll let you go now. It's over an hour. Okay.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you,
you.
Terry.
Great.
Thank you,
Let's stay
Terry.
another 10 minutes. I give you company update, office updates. Okay. Okay. 이제 그 업데이트 할 게 몇 가지 있어요. 첫 번째는 왜 매니지먼트 사이드에 그 우리 라트리스가 조인했는지는 매니징 프로퍼티가 갑자기 늘어났어요. 플래너에 있는 그 중국 타운, 차이나타운 이름을 새로 바꿨어요. 저희가 그 플래너의 코이타고 그 파크에 있는 14만 스퀘어짜리를 저희가 매니지먼트 맡았고요. 그 중국
네.
타운이다 보니까 제시카 씨랑 로그 씨가 리싱을 거기는 맡고 있습니다. 그리고 industrial building another 200,000 square feet is coming up this month. And the industrial building it's in Irving. And another one just picked up in Houston. That's another 60,000 square foot of management. 그게 지금 new property고요. Unfortunately, we lost the Vista in Louisville. They want we didn't have no progress and 그 리싱 파트를 아마 다른 회사에서 테이크오버 할 것 같아요. 다음 달부터. End of this month we're done. 그래서 우리가 맡은 거를 제때 못했을 때는 그걸 놓쳐요. 그리고 지금 어스틴 H마트는 이제 내가 전에 그 약속했듯이 그 에이전트를 designated leasing 에이전트를 제가 어포인트를 할 거예요. 다음 주나 다다음 주쯤 할 거니까 거기가 지금 ready to go예요. ready to go. 그래서 거기 어스틴은 이제 더 좀 애를 써가지고 리싱을 해야 돼요. 그 다음에는 컴퍼니 리트리트가 스케줄이 다 돼 있고요. 사진하고 로케이션 다 줄 건데 9월 이번에는 3박 4일로 되어 있어요.
이렇게 길어요?
3박 4일 동안 나는 거기만 가 있으려고 푹 좀 쉬려고. 그래서 15일부터 Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. 그래서 3 nights, 4 days. 해서 bed는 about 20 beds. It's larger than the last one. 그러니까는 미리 스케줄을 아마 first weekend가 레이버 데이 위켄드일 거예요. 그래서 그때 가족들이랑 다 놀러 갔다 오시고 이거는 회사 행사이기도 하지만은 많은 추억도 우리가 남길 수 있고 거기서 또 MT니까 트레이닝도 하고 그렇게 할 수 있으니까 3일 동안 다 안 왔다 가시더라도 하루만 왔다 가든 이틀 갔든 3일 다 계시든 그걸 스케줄링을 이제 노티스가 갈 거예요. 다음 주부터 해서 다음 주 정도에 벌써 끝내야 돼요. 예약은 다 했고 페이도 다 됐어요. 그러니까 그렇게 하시고
언제라고 그랬죠? 9월?
9월 15, 16, 17, 18입니다. 월요일 나와요. 오케이. 그렇고 또 업데이트 할 거는 없어요. 그리고 이제는 레디가 되면 라트리스가 레디가 되면 아마 8월부터는 제가 그 트랜잭션까지도 다 맡길 거예요. 그리고 프로퍼티 매니지먼트 맡기고 저는 좀 더 회사의 그 교육이라든지 아니면 프로퍼티나 프로젝트나 이런 데 늘려서 여러분들이 일할 수 있는 거를 더 늘리는 데 치중할 거니까 그렇게 알고 계시면 됩니다. 그 다음에 다른 사항은 없고요. 회사의 그 플로어를 좀 잘 지켜주셨으면 해요. 그리고 그거를 다시 한번 단톡방에 올릴 테니까 플로어를 잘 지켜주시고 만약에 못 나오면 못 나온다고 미리 얘기해 주셔서 항상 커버를 해주세요. 워킹이 그렇게 뭐 정해놓고 하는 게 아니지만 불쑥불쑥 들어와요. 그리고 회사 콜도 이제 제 핸드폰으로 포워드 되는 게 아니라 라트리스가 직접 폰콜을 픽업을 해요. 그러면 그 팔로우업하는 에이전트, 그 플로어에 해당하는 에이전트인데 집에서 전화 받을 생각하지 마세요. 나오셔야지 그 리드를 받고 그걸 처리할 수 있게 그렇게 할 거예요. 그 플로어를 내가 다시 올릴 테니까 날짜 변경을 원하는 사람이든 어디셔널로 추가하시는 분이든 그거 다 가능하게 될 겁니다. 퀘스천 없어요. 오늘 수고 많이 하셨어요.
네, 감사합니다.
척은 저기 배드 뉴스잖아. the view를 지금 그렇게 됐어요. 어쨌든 계속 리싱을 할 수 있어요. 리싱은 계속
비스타
할 수
얘기하시는
있고,
거죠?
네, 비스타를 계속 리싱하고 할 수는 있는데
네.
일단은 우리가 eventually 우리가 그 매니지먼트를 테이크오버 하려고 트라이를 했었는데 리싱이 부진하니까 일단은 거기서 스탑됐거든요. 그러니까 리싱을 계속 할 수 있습니다. 나한테 진행을 그렇게 하면 되고 오케이. 한번 오세요. 그리고 척은
네, 오늘 이따 갈 거예요.
여기 있다 오세요. 희수 씨는 뭐라고 그랬죠? 그 지금 진행하고 있는 오퍼가 액셉트가 됐어요?
아니요, 오늘 5시까지예요.
오늘 5시까지 어떻게 하기로 했어요? 120만 불이었죠? 130에 끝났어요? 125?
아, 지금 대화 중이에요. 이 끝나고 통화해야 돼요.
아직 마켓이 만만치가 않네요. 계속 지금 멀티에 오파도 베리
만만치
컴페티티브.
않아요. 네. 그래서 이거 미팅 끝나고 다시 통화해서 아직도 좀 퀘스천 마크들이 많으셔갖고 오버
오케이.
한번 하고 일단은 다시 리샌딩을 할 거예요, 오늘.
오케이.
뭐 그 액수가 얼마냐에 따라 틀리지만 좀 그거 좋은 소식 있어야죠.
네. 멜리사
네.
씨는 지금 멜리사
네.
씨는 그거 어떻게 마무리 뭐야
기다리고 있어요.
기다리고 있어요?
네. 어저께 그 공휴일이고 해가지고
음.
오늘 답이 오지 않을까 싶습니다.
저
오케이.
질문 있어요. 다들 에이전트 분들. 요즘 왜 그 리스가 잘 안 나가죠?
리스가 잘 안 나가는 것 같아 조금.
나 요번에 이 똑같은 집 벌써 4년째인데 저 이번 같은 연도 처음인데요.
글쎄
보시는
그러네.
분들 많아. 굉장히 많은데 테넌트 분들이 퀄리티가 굉장히 안 좋으시던데
뭐
저희만 그런가?
가격대에 따라
다른 분들도
틀려요.
그런가? 아,
지금
가격 저희 제일
사우스레이크
낮게
리스 같은 경우에는 사우스레이크 리스 같은 경우는 뭐 5천 6천 되는데도 리스가 그 집이 없어가지고 막 그런 데도 있고
아, 그래요?
한가한
와,
데도 있고 그래요.
오케이.
사장님, 저도
알겠습니다.
announcement. I have a client looking for a bar,
스포츠 바?
sports bar, somewhere anywhere from $500,000 to $1 million. So
와우.
if anybody have a listings or somebody that you know have appropriate income, then I'm interested if anybody has a listing
오케이.
in Dallas,
In Dallas.
not Austin.
오케이.
I have a question. 제가 그 오픈하우스 할 때는 쓰는 acrylic board가 있거든요. There's an acrylic board and then some standing board, and I put it on the shelves in the office, and it's gone, and somebody's using it, and then I want them to return to the office. So it's 4 pieces. The acrylic, like the MLS 하면은 여기다가 놓는 거 하고 여기다 이렇게 스탠드 해 놓는 거 있잖아요.
We have it. We have 2, 3 here.
You have it?
Also, the flyer. You're selling $1 million house, okay? You have to get a proper like 2-page or glossy thick paper.
And then your company charged too much, so that's why I don't do it. It's like charge like
I don't
100.
care. I mean, you can order from 아까 거기에 있지 않았나? 그 아까
타일러
있는 포인트?
컴퍼니 어떤 이 타일러 컴퍼니는 정확하게 모르겠어요. 근데 페어 텍사스나 다른 컴퍼니 켈러 윌리엄하고 릴레이트 할 때 보면 타일러 컴퍼니 그 프린트에서 진짜 엄청 싸게 해주는데 타일러 컴퍼니가 있는데 이 피달리티는 그걸 하시는지 모르겠어요.
그거 있어요. 지금 거기 플라이어 지금 오늘 걔가 지금 테리가 얘기 안 했는데 그 플라이어 있어요. 근데 그 still charging like more than 200.
그게 타일러 컴퍼니들마다 조금 틀려요. 그래서 저기 First American하고 Fair Texas는 걔네들은 그 마케팅 그거 리턴 해주는 게 굉장히 좋거든요. 근데
Wow
사람들이
Design has our
얘네들
format and we charge 100 something. I don't know.
제가 나중에 테리한테 물어볼게요.
Okay. 그리고 또 I need to have one open house this weekend, and anybody wants to do the open
Cover?
house for cover, and you let me know. Saturday and Sunday. It's a Charmaine Drive. It's in middle of Plano. Has a pool and everything. It's listed like maybe 3 weeks ago. It's not selling. So seller wants to have an open house, but I'm not going to be available.
So Latrice will be interested. Anyway.
For the open house, I'm going to come into the office now. Okay, I'll meet you there.
오케이. 오케이. 저 다음 주에도 보도록 하고요.
네.
감사합니다.
Thank you.
네,
Bye bye.
고생하셨습니다.